Julio, once again, had some spots that I didn't have, and it was awesome to learn and fish these new areas. It's the most mackerel I have ever seen in one spot anywhere in my life, guys. And
Within an hour, everything can change.
I know.
Got him! Got him! Nice!
That's a good one there, Julio.
That's a good one.
Look at that one.
Nice. Ooh, look at this.
Something decent.
That's a watching angle right there.
My name is Ali Hussainy. I grew up in Southern California and now operate one of the largest sport fishing websites in the world.
Just another day at the office.
My office, not yours.
I'm Rush Maltz,
I got you. What you seeing?
Florida Keys native and career fishing guide for the past 20 years.
Fish. When I come out to California, you can let me catch all the 300-pound tunas.
Our passion is our profession, and we know there's more to fishing than just the catch.
There's a good mark right there. That's what I like to see.
That's the one. He's not superstitious because that's bad luck. Woo. All right, get with him. Come with him.
We explore the people, places, and species that make up the culture of fishing.
Not a bad site to pull up to, huh, Rutch? When I told Julio what I was planning to come down and do this region, he said, let me check, make sure my schedule's clear. Next call I got from him, I'm wide open, let's do it.
Fight!
There we go.
I did.
You got him, you got him.
That's a better one.
That's a nice
That's
one.
a good one. Never gets old. Our favorite target down here is the leopard grouper, AKA sardinera, AKA cabrilla.
Right next to the
It's the
boat.
perfect opportunity for anglers
Nice.
to go up in there and fish them a variety of ways.
I mean, there's not many places in the world where you can catch a grouper in 2 feet of water, have him come exploding out of the water with your lure in his mouth, and as soon as he hits the water, he wants to go back to the house.
Look at
Beautiful.
that. He jumped all over that thing.
This area holds more yellowtail than anywhere else in the world, to my knowledge.
Look at him go over those rocks. He's just digging for them.
Pound for pound, these fish will dog you and dog you. And if you're not putting enough pressure on them and enough drag, they will get you in the structure.
Oh, an orange!
Oh,
I
that
got
was a
him,
good
I got the orange.
Wow, what a fish.
Oscar.
That is a beauty.
Look at that.
This is the trophy of trophies. The goal of this trip was to be as mobile as possible and really every night spend it in a different anchorage. The way we were able to do that was by having this big yacht be our floating mothership. It's carrying our fuel, it's carrying our food, it's carrying our showers, and it's traveling with us from spot to spot to spot. The best part about having a mothership is the mobility that it provides, and we're all eager to see what heading south gives us.
The plan for today is we're gonna be doing some casting for groupers and then some deep sea fishing for yellowtail.
We're gonna go explore offshore and see what we can find, which really isn't much of an option in the northern zone. Can you see him?
Yeah, right there. You see him?
Yeah.
See where that all that is?
Wherever you have holes and Swiss cheese bottom, you're gonna expect grouper living there. If there's a grouper fishery, that's where they're gonna live.
There we go.
Get him, Rutchie.
Got him? Woohoo!
First one of the day.
Nice ways to start the day, Raj.
What do we got here? A nice little cabrilla, Julio?
Yeah, that's what it is. Beautiful.
They love these mad scads. They've been pouncing all over them.
No doubt.
We're gonna let you go.
Nice release.
Come back and catch you next year.
The south end of this region is Isla San Lorenzo. San Lorenzo is the second biggest island in the chain of enchanted islands.
Got him.
That's a yellowtail.
Yellowtail, Julio.
Is that what it is?
And I do think pound for pound, they're stronger than an AJ.
I think so too.
Oh, dude, get your finger inside one of their mouths and let them bite down.
Oh, really? They
They attack
down.
their bait by crushing the head. It feels like somebody hit you on the thumb with a hammer.
That's a good one there. Fun. Coming off those rocks like that, Julio.
That's what they are doing right now. Hanging on the rock, you know, waiting to ambush the bait. That's nice.
No shortage of them, man. We've had our share of yellowtail.
One of the other things that this southern region is famous for is those bigger yellowtail. Down here, the water is deep, the currents are strong,
Oh, in front of us, right there, right there.
and they grow them big and strong. Under the bird, Julio. There you go. Yeah!
Double.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. They're all over, huh?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
The more pressure you put on them, the harder they pull.
Just like tunas. Tuna are exactly the same way. You gonna land them, Julio?
Nice one.
That's honestly on the small side. I guess Old Faithful still works, Rush.
Oh, yeah.
The 9-footer and the surface iron. Holy crap, he ate that thing.
You officially put me on my biggest yellowtail.
Let's catch these while they're up.
Oh, it boiled on it. Chasing it. Chasing it, got him.
There you go.
So nice, it's calm too. You can just see them boiling and waking on the surface.
So much easier when it's not super windy. This and the cabria fishing are, no joke, my 2 favorite kinds of fishing. Now, Julio, did you say you want to keep a couple of these?
Yep.
That's a lot of fun though. Fish this size, pulls that hard.
The run and gun.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Evan Rood, Penn, Let the Battle Begin, Yeti Coolers, built for the wild, the Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are, Simrad, go with confidence, go with Simrad, Nomad Design, crafted by experience, and bdoutdoors.com.
I think before too long this stuff will burn off. We'll be able to see what's going on.
It appears to be trying. Starting to feel some heat.
Yeah, now it's hot and humid at the same time, and cold and everything else. That colder water also brings a lot of different scenery to see. You're gonna see a lot more whales. You're gonna see a lot of birds where those currents come together and pushes up that nutrient. One of the things that I like to do when fishing out of San Francisco, and it really is the primary reason that we go that far south, is to chase striped marlin.
Long 80 feet, 100 feet.
Yeah, about that. So we wanted to definitely dedicate at least half a day to going south of San Francisco, sort of looking at that zone and see what we could find.
Let me know when you want me to start putting them out, Ollie.
Put them out.
You want this one long or short?
One long, one medium, please.
Been a little bit slow this morning, huh? What do you think? What do you normally do when it's just keep grinding it out, or do you go try and do something else, come back to this?
Yeah, we saw some of the stuff on the meter this morning, but not anymore. So I don't know. We have the seals here, and that's not good, you know, for our baits. So
yeah, they like to eat those baits.
The fish are here. We've seen the big ones. I hate to leave, but it's not really playing out well to catch them, you know?
Within an hour, everything can change.
I know. That's what I'm beating myself up about right now.
It's always nice to have a plan B. On a trip like this, you never know what to expect, okay? You can plan all you want, but a lot of different variables change.
Unfortunately, this year, the water was really warm and still had a good bit of green in it. And while we found tons of life, we weren't able to locate the striped marlin. But what we were able to locate was something I've never seen before on this scale.
This is what you're looking for here, right? All the birds. Obviously, the bait's getting pushed up.
Okay, let's watch it for a second, just see if we learn anything. See, I don't see anything splashing. One area of at least 100 acres of mackerel eating anchovies and little sardines with more bird life than you could imagine. It was truly a blue planet moment.
This is what we were looking for this morning, wasn't it?
This is ridiculous. This is the most mackerel I've ever seen in one spot in my life.
Oh, I got some good ones here. Oh boy.
Look at that ball. There's 10,000 of them right next to the boat.
When a big ball of mackerel comes by, you want to fill the tanks as fast as you can and get as many in there as you can hold.
This is the most mackerel I have ever seen in one spot anywhere in my life, guys, and I'm not exaggerating by any means.
There's just solid scales in the water. Well, they're eating those chobies, aren't they?
Little tiny chobies. There's even the little tiny yellowtail mixed in. I mean, I've really never seen anything like this. Stumbling across this area of life completely changes things for us. We were able to fill our wells, instead of with a couple dozen pieces of bait, hundreds of pieces of live bait. And this gave us another way to fish for our favorite fish, that cabria. Oh, good one, Julio. Really nice one.
Oh, look at that mouth.
That's who we came to see.
Good fish, buddy. Look at that tail. Look how big the tail is.
Our bite turned instantly. The grade of fish we started catching was a bigger grade of fish.
Nice one.
Slug.
That's the best one of the trip.
So she deserved it. She ate it, so she will keep it.
That live bait paid off, didn't it?
Nice.
I don't think he's as big as yours, Julio, but he hit it hard.
That's no slouch, dude. Still a damn good fish.
He hammered it.
They were just nail that bait, don't they?
They light up on it hard. That bait makes a difference, huh?
It always does.
A little slow on the lures, you catch a little fresh live bait.
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. One of the things I love about Julio is he's like me, and the guy loves to eat. He's always got something up his sleeve. In this case, he had me bring some awesome steaks that we were able to throw on the grill. We ate ceviche, botanas, octopus, yellowtail salad. We wanted for nothing on this trip.
And I made some wahoo sashimi.
Leaving the harbor that morning, we ran into an old friend and we pulled up alongside to get some intel. So this is the Tony Reyes. Remember I told you about the motherships out of San Felipe?
Yeah.
Where the guy's dad was the legend of all legends?
Yeah.
So Tony Jr. runs the boat now, and they basically do multi-day trips. Tony Reyes Jr. is following in his father's footsteps of running mothership trips out of San Felipe, Mexico. Of course, Julio has known Tony for even longer than I have, and so Tony has always been really good to us. Like, we've needed bait, he's helped us out. He's just a good dude.
Along with fuel, some of the other things that are hard to come by are ice. That's another way Julio's connections totally hooked us up.
Tony was cool enough to provide us with some intel on what he saw on his way south, where the fish were biting, and what he caught. Later on in the day, that intel would prove to be invaluable. While we weren't able to connect with any marlin on this trip, we went right back to business, chasing the cabria and the yellowtail. Now we were gonna try and fish a little bit differently with the well-alive bait and worked our way back up the coast towards LA Bay.
Both motors on. Hey, got him, he got him, he got him. He got him.
Dude, so much current here. I would have swore that was a 15-pounder. Get him, Rutchie.
Good one.
When you fish cabria on live bait, especially the bigger mackerel that we're using, you sort of sift out all those smaller fish. Really like, straight to the house. And the fish you're gonna catch on that live bait are generally gonna be those bigger models that we're looking for. 10, 15, 17, 18-pound fish. It's coming to the surface.
Yellowtail.
Oh, now it's a grouper.
Looked like he kind of gave up, bro.
I'll take it. Holy crap, that thing pulled so hard.
I thought you had Godzilla on there.
Dude, I mean, look at this rod. It's not like it's light year. Current plus a pissed off fish.
Not a bad one.
Beautiful fish.
Sweet.
Bahia Los Angeles is a very special place because, of course, it's in the middle of the Sea of Cortez, and the Sea of Cortez is the aquarium of the world.
Julio, once again, had some spots that I didn't have, and it was awesome to learn and fish these new areas. As usual, you get into these spots, the fish are there. It's just a matter of figuring out what they want.
Julio.
What? Red hot?
When it's hot, it's hot. Maybe we cut it in.
Nice one, Julio.
Nice. Beautiful.
That's a good one.
Beautiful.
He inhaled that bait. Look where that hook is.
The cabria looks for the food, but also looks for the structure. So the rocky areas are incredible. You see boulders there all over, you see nice cliff, And really, you can find the penthouses that the cabrillas are looking for to have a beautiful life. Got him! Got him! Eyes! Instant.
Instant. They
Only way to rest.
Over that. That's a good one there,
that's a
Julio.
good one.
Look at that one.
Nice. Ooh, look at this. Right
Barely
on the,
hooked.
Barely hooked. Beautiful fish.
Nice one, Rush.
Look at you.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Andros Boat Works. Adventure never ends. Mustad Hooks, defining fishing hooks since 1877. AFTCO, the American Fishing Tackle Company. Costa, see what's out there. Seakeeper, once you feel it, you'll never boat without it. Sea Deck, your boat deserves Sea Deck. Fleer, the world's sixth sense. And by Casa Vieja Lodge. Experience 5-star angling in tropical Guatemala.
Oh. Get him, Rutch.
He wanted it down deep, a little weight on there. It's kind of like bycatch, huh?
They are, man. Those little ones especially. I mean,
It's a healthy fishery.
for sure.
Good stock.
We need some ceviche meat for tonight, Rush.
Got it,
We have
buddy.
to punch that guy's ticket.
Dinner.
Yeah, he's dinner. After a few hours of chasing cabrilla, catching more of that awesome yellowtail bycatch, we moved to another spot to try our luck at some deeper bottom fishing. Tony Reyes had told us that this particular spot on this trip held a fish that you don't catch too often in this part of the Sea of Cortez.
A majority of this trip was spent, fishing around these rocks and all this structure, throwing lures, live baiting around the rocks. Now it was time to move on to something that's a little more familiar to me, and that's fishing some of these deeper reefs.
We lightened up our line a little bit. We put some smaller hooks and baits on the line, started making drops, and before too long, we weren't disappointed. Something decent.
That's a Huachinango right there.
Good to drop.
Feels like a snapper, maybe.
Yeah. Good drop. Looks like a snapper.
Huachinango, nice. You're gonna
Like a red
recognize this
snapper.
dude, Rush.
Now that's a familiar species.
He's so blown up I can't even get my hand in there.
Yeah, look at that
Look
head.
at
Someone's
that.
got like a vermilion head, sloped head.
Such a cool fish. Been a few years since I caught one of these, Julio.
Yeah, is that right?
These get up like 25 pounds.
Do they really?
Yeah, and they eat just like their cousins in the Gulf.
Do they?
Yeah.
White meat,
It's white,
Same.
firm, really, really good eating.
cool fish.
Pretty familiar face, huh? Really cool, man. I dig these guys. This fish in Spanish is called Huachinango. We all know it better as the red snapper. The Huachinango is a very, very close cousin to the red snappers that we've caught in Florida and Louisiana. Get them?
Yeah.
Nice, Raji. No, right cut.
It looks like a snapper, Julio. You were right.
Barely hooked.
Nice.
A ball
Nice
bat
work,
snapper.
Rush.
These look like our ball bat snapper.
Ball bat?
Yeah. Catch them at deep water, deep dropping.
You don't see a lot of them up here in that zone. You know, down by Puerto Vallarta and stuff, we definitely catch them on structure. But up here, I don't know that I've ever caught one this high up in the Sea of Cortez.
Beautiful fish. We caught a ton of grouper on this trip. We caught a bunch of yellowtail. Fishing was great. The chef had requested some snapper he wanted to make ceviche out of. After making a few adjustments, seeing our drift, we were able to throw some of these snapper in the boat.
Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. We're sitting here back in LA Bay. The trip's kind of winding down. We just spent our last night on the boat, and now the not so fun part starts. Time to break down the gear, take the tower down, head up north, time the tides just right, get the boat back on the trailer, lock everything down, batten the hatches, and head north on that 8-hour drive.
Julio, Ali, Baja in general did not disappoint. I hear all the stories, and I'm really getting to experience a lot of the benefits and the beauty that Baja holds. There's so much wildlife, there's so much vegetation. You know, this is a place where a lot of people from California, Arizona, they gravitate to for their fishing adventure, for their vacation, and I can see why.
To me, inviting you guys, Ali and Raj, to fish this area helped me to promote what is Baja to the world. Show what is Baja, what Baja has to offer.
This trip was really unique for me. I've been coming down here for a lot of years. I've seen a lot of things down here. I've done a lot of fishing, but in this instance, I got to show one of my really good friends a good time. I got to spend a lot of time with one of my other really good friends, fishing together, having a lot of laughs, but most of all, I got to experience all of what the Sea of Cortez has to offer in a totally different light.